Good morning, everyone. My name is Natalia, and I'm from the Emotional Wellbeing team in schools. The purpose of today's assembly is to chat to you about Eating Disorder Awareness Week. Eating Disorder Awareness Week is an annual event dedicated to raising awareness, promoting understanding about eating disorders. The focus for the 2025 is to let people know that anyone can be affected by an eating disorder. Increasing awareness can encourage someone to seek help or may help those around them spot the signs quicker, which is vital for recovery. The Emotional Wellbeing team in schools would like to thank the pupils and staff from Lesnagarvi High School who co-designed this assembly. The learning objectives are to raise awareness about Eating Disorder Awareness Week 2025, reflect upon statistics, signs and symptoms, common myths and how to access support, and reinforce that recovery is possible. Eating disorders are diagnosable mental illnesses. They aren't the same as changing your diet. They can take over someone's life and the lives of those around them. While unhealthy eating habits are a core feature, eating disorders are about much more than food. Eating disorders are about feeling in control or coping with stressful, upsetting, and/or traumatic experiences. People with eating disorders are often secretive about their eating and may feel guilty and ashamed. All eating disorders are serious, and everyone who has one deserves care and support. According to the National Institute of Mental Health 2024, eating disorders can affect people of all ages, racial and ethnic backgrounds, body weights, and genders. Even people who appear healthy can have eating disorders and be extremely ill. People with eating disorders can be underweight, average weight, or overweight. Approximately 1.5 million people in the UK have an eating disorder, which is almost equal to 1 in every 45. That's why campaigns such as Eating Disorder Awareness Week are so important. It is estimated that eating disorders affect around 1% of the UK population. Around 18 to 20,000 people in Northern Ireland are living with an eating disorder. Eating disorders often develop around 13 to 18 years, with 1 to 2% of adolescents, young adults developing some form of eating disorder throughout their teenage years. Female teenagers have the highest rates of anorexia nervosa. This video explains some common myths surrounding eating disorders.
Do you have all the facts when it comes to eating disorders? See if you think these statements are true or false. Number 1. Eating disorders are a lifestyle choice and mostly about vanity. That's false. They're a serious mental illness and they can be life-threatening. 2. Dieting is a normal part of life. That's false too. It's good to make healthy food choices, but extreme dieting can cause major health issues, including eating disorders. How about this one? Eating disorders are a cry for attention. False. People often go to great lengths to hide eating disorders, or may not even realise there's a problem. Number 4. Parenting is to blame for eating disorders. Yep, that's false too. There's no evidence that certain parenting styles cause eating disorders. And in fact, families and friends play a vital role in care, support, and recovery. Last one. Eating disorders can affect anyone. Actually, that one's true. While some groups are more likely to develop an eating disorder, they can affect anyone of any age, gender, or cultural background. So, how did you do? Eating disorders can be overcome with the right treatment and support. But the first step is having the right information.
There are lots of reasons why a person may develop an eating disorder. The ideas on the screen are not the only reasons. Perhaps the person has been bullied by their weight, they feel bad about themselves, and don't like what they see when they look in the mirror. Perhaps there are genetic factors at play, and the person has been raised in a home where one or more people experience symptoms of an eating disorder. Social media trends and the pressure placed on us by media and societal beauty standards play a contributing factor. Photoshop, filters, and AI can lead us to believe that models look in a certain way, when in reality their image has been altered. Normally, more than one factor is involved in the development of an eating disorder. In summary, it is important to remember everyone has mental health and everyone looks after it differently. Having good mental health does not mean feeling happy all of the time. Talking about mental health and mental ill health is important. Sharing how we think and feel can reduce the stigma around mental illness. Support and effective treatment options exist. You do not have to suffer in silence. Remember, anyone can develop an eating disorder. It is never too early to ask for help. Speaking to a trusted adult can prevent eating disorders from developing or help you get the right treatment from the right people if you have already become unwell. If you notice that you have some of these behaviors or symptoms, it is a good idea to ask for help. You might find yourself excessively worrying about gaining weight. This means that you find it really difficult to think about anything other than gaining weight, food, or exercise. You might not see your body the way other people do. You could even feel angry that people don't understand your concerns about your body shape. You could find yourself being secretive about your eating. Maybe you're doing lots of extra exercise, even while feeling dizzy or very cold. Isolating yourself from your friends. Remember, anyone can develop an eating disorder. Remember, with timely help, recovery is possible. If you are worried that you may be experiencing an eating disorder, there are a number of ways to ask for help. Whether you want to overcome your unhealthy eating behaviors or you've been diagnosed with an eating disorder, think you might have one, or are supporting someone who does, help is available. Talk to a trusted adult, the school counselor, or use a telephone support service. Visit your GP. Your GP should be able to support and refer, if necessary, to other NHS services in your area. This might mean going for an assessment. BEAT provides a variety of really useful resources, whether you have an eating disorder yourself or you would like to support someone you know. You can visit their website or get in touch using their helpline. These services can help with a range of mental health issues, including eating disorders. Eating disorders don't just affect the person involved, but their family and friends too. Here are some ways you can help. Number 1. Talk to them. Treat your friend as your friend. Remember, they are still a person and more than just their eating disorder. Number 2. Learn about eating disorders. Having knowledge can help you understand why the person is behaving like they are and let them know you care. Pete's website contains lots of information about eating disorders. Number 3. Stop the body talk. We can all be guilty of talking about and making judgments based on body shape, weight, and food. These subjects can be very stressful and upsetting for someone with an eating disorder. Number 4. Be there. Make sure your friend knows you're always there to listen and support them. If you're worried about a friend's behavior, encourage them to talk to a trusted adult or talk to one yourself. The Youth Wellness Web has lots more information on a range of topics surrounding emotional well-being and mental health.